a significant diplomatic rift has emerged between New Zealand and the Cook Islands, stemming from the Cook Islands' plans to sign a comprehensive strategic partnership agreement with China during Prime Minister Mark Brown's visit to Beijing this week. New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister, Winston has publicly expressed deep concern over the lack of adequate consultation from the Cook Islands government regarding this agreement, characterizing the situation as a matter of significant concern. This disagreement highlights the complexities of the relationship between these two closely intertwined nations, a relationship shaped by a shared history and ongoing obligations. The Cook Islands, while a self-governing nation in free association with New Zealand since gaining independence in 1965, maintains strong ties with its former colonial power. From 1901 to 1965, the Cook Islands operated as a dependent territory of New Zealand. This historical connection, coupled with the fact that approximately 17,000 Cook Islanders hold New Zealand citizenship, underscores the inherent interconnect. Furthermore, existing agreements stipulate regular consultations on matters of defense and security, a key element conspicuously absent in the lead-up to the signing of the China agreement. The lack of transparency surrounding the agreement's specifics has fueled New Zealand's dissatisfaction. Deputy Prime Minister explicitly stated that the Cook Islands had failed to meet its obligation to consult properly with New Zealand before signing any agreements during its week-long engagement in China. This assertion is underscored by the fact that crucial details of the proposed partnership remain undisclosed to New Zealand. The perceived breach of protocol has caused considerable strain on the bilateral relationship. Prime Minister Brown has defended his actions, maintaining that the agreement with China does not encompass security matters and that it will not negatively impact the relationship between New Zealand and the Cook Islands. He has assured New Zealand that there will be no adverse consequences. However, these reassurances have failed to fully allay New Zealand's concerns, which stem from a broader context of growing anxieties regarding China's expanding influence in the Pacific region. This diplomatic dispute follows another recent incident involving a proposed separate Cook Islands passport. New Zealand's intervention, warning that the introduction of such a passport would require holders to renounce their New Zealand citizenship, led to Prime Minister Brown abandoning the proposal. This episode further highlights the sensitivities involved in managing the relationship between the two countries and the potential for friction when national interests appear to diverge. The current tension is viewed against the backdrop of increasing concern within Western nations regarding China's strategic ambitions in the Pacific. China's growing economic, military, and strategic influence in the region has become a major subject of debate and analysis. Anna Powells, an associate professor at Massey University's Center for Defense and Security Studies, points out the significant increase in China's Pacific engagement since the joint declaration signed by New Zealand and the Cook Islands 24 years ago. This historical context underlines the evolving geopolitical landscape and the challenges in navigating relationships in a region increasingly contested by competing global powers. The lack of prior consultation on an agreement of such significance represents a serious breach of trust and established protocols between New Zealand and the Cook Islands. The absence of detail surrounding the agreement with China, coupled with the recent passport controversy, raises concerns about transparency and potential implications for regional security. This situation demands a thorough review of existing protocols and a concerted effort to rebuild trust and foster open communication between the two nations. The implications extend beyond the bilateral relationship, underscoring the broader challenges faced by Pacific Island nations navigating the complexities of great power competition. The resolution of this diplomatic impasse will require a delicate balancing act, requiring careful diplomacy and a commitment to open and honest dialogue between New Zealand and the Cook Islands, while also considering the broader geopolitical context and the burgeoning influence of China in the Pacific. The future stability and security of the region may well depend upon the successful resolution of this burgeoning diplomatic crisis. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the need for proactive engagement and transparent communication between nations, especially when dealing with matters of security and national sovereignty. The coming days and weeks will be critical in determining the future trajectory of the relationship between New Zealand and the Cook Islands.